We
What are we
are
doing?
live. We're
What's
back.
up? What's up? We're back.
Welcome to the Dark Truth. This is Vito talking right now, and I am accompanied by my bro Mayhem, like always.
What's up, guys? How y'all doing? The other guy sitting in
Yeah.
the corner like usual.
No, we've been saying that we're gonna keep up with this. We did miss a couple of weeks. We do apologize about that. Uh,
We're not. We're
that
not. It's not that we're not keeping up. It's just life's a little hectic at the moment.
yes. So we are
So
trying.
we
Just
talk about it every. We talk about it every week. Just some weeks we can't do it. Like something doesn't line up. Something, and it's not. It's not that we don't want to. It's not that we're not going to.
just that we're
We gotta do what we can.
yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
we probably will be moving to bi-weekly
Yeah. That's what
instead
it's gonna do.
of every week. That for two reasons. Like we said, life is just there. Everybody can't get away from it. And two, it's also going to help us with our topics and being able to make new ideas and new content. So we're not talking about the same thing over and over again. And if we want to dive deep into stuff, it's going to give us time to do research. Um,
Mm-hmm.
this 2 weeks ago, I think, or last week. I don't remember exactly when, but I was actually invited to one of my other friends' podcasts,
Yeah.
and I
I
did
watched
that.
that. I listened
And
to that. It was
yes,
phenomenal.
we did go over life beyond like we did on ours. I
Uh-huh.
did mention that and
Mm-hmm.
his. And if you guys want to give that a
That was
listen,
cool.
if you're
Heck
listening
yeah,
to this on
definitely do.
YouTube or Spotify, or you can, I'm gonna throw it up on Twitter as well. There's gonna be links for it. I definitely recommend giving it a listen.
It
He
was
did
it was so good, yeah.
amazing with his research. Like he spent
Mm-hmm.
hours researching all these people we talked about. I talked about Bob Lazar, which was huge. Doctor, not Doctor, Captain Favar, something like that. I don't remember his name.
Mm-hmm.
Air Force pilot that like constantly saw aliens. Very good listen. So I do recommend giving him a listen, giving him a follow, giving him.
For sure. Send him some love.
Yes, exactly. He's going to be going really big with his podcast, and hopefully we can do some pairing up one day. I did mention that to
Mm-hmm.
him, and I was like, yeah, if you want to, like, can bring my friend on. We can do like a whole Discord call, like we do now, because he's got like a legit setup. First of all, like he's got
Oh.
audio mixers, podcast mics,
Oh
like
wow.
everything. It's
Nice.
the whole legit setup. Like I walked into his place and it was ready. I was like, yo, this is so dope. This is cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
Come for a visit.
yeah, dude. If you ever
Can we
do,
borrow
yeah,
that?
just be like, yeah, let's just all sit down. Let's just chit chat because that's what he wants to do too. He wants to just randomly talk. But
Yeah. For sure, for sure.
this week's episode, we're gonna go dark, man. We're about to go real
Ooh.
dark.
We're doing it? We're doing
Yeah,
it? Alright.
we all
Alright.
know everybody's got fears,
Mm.
insecurities, and
Mm.
everything. And one thing that me and Mayhem are talking about is like we want you guys to know that like we do too. We got problems just as much as everyone else does. So we want to share
Yo.
some stuff that we might not even have shared with each other. We don't share with a lot of people.
Mm.
Just to step out, just to make you guys a little more comfortable with us, and
Yeah.
us being a little more comfortable with even our own problems. Um,
Yeah.
this is gonna be kind of a shorter episode because I have my child this week, so we're gonna try to touch bases on it. And if you guys like it,
We can
comment.
always delve more
Yeah,
later.
we could dive deep into it if you want to.
Yeah.
But for right now, I'm just gonna go ahead and throw mine out there.
Go
I
ahead, bro.
literally fear the fact of dying. To me, it's nothing beats it. Like there's just something about that unknown of that what's gonna happen afterwards. We don't know. We don't know if there's afterlife. We don't know if there's nothing. To me, that shit scares the living hell out of me, and I deal with it every single day. No matter if I'm working, I'm literally just chilling. It just pops in my head like, dude, damn. Life's short. We're gonna die one day. That shit kind of sucks. Um, eh, it's a very sensitive
Do
subject
you
for me. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
Do you use it as a weakness though? Or do you use it as your strength, man? Like do you
Um,
sit there and it pops in your head and you're like, you know what? Because my life's so short, I gotta do everything I can, man.
I am
I gotta
learning
push.
to make it a strength. Um,
Okay.
it definitely used to be a huge weakness for me, and I would literally, there have been times where people have seen me just like freeze up like out of nowhere. They're like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
you good?" I'm just like, "Not really, man." Like, and I've tried
Yeah.
explaining it to some people, and some people don't really
Mm.
like grasp it there because they, they don't think the same way.
Yeah, they don't
But
think that way. Yeah, yeah, for
um,
sure.
I definitely am learning to make it a strength because of, like you said, like, damn, life is short, so I gotta make this the best possible
Hmm.
thing that I could do as of right now. And
Yeah.
it's kind of crazy to think because, my daughter's one, and I
Mm.
thought when she would come around and everything, I would enjoy life a little bit more. But
Mm.
it wasn't really necessarily the fact. It's kind of like now, shit, like I'm watching her grow up. So, like, my concept of time kind of got distorted in a way. I'm like,
Mm.
shit, like everything's happening so much quicker now. And like to me, I'm like, fuck, that means
Yeah.
I'm getting closer and closer and closer, like faster and faster. Not necessarily like that's true, but that's just how my mind is working right now
Yeah.
in this
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah. For sure.
Um, but then again, it's like, damn, I'm literally watching another life now. Like I have so much more to
Yeah.
live for now. Like, just
Mm.
because she's in my life. So
Yeah.
it's kind of crazy,
For
but
sure.
definitely working towards making it a strength.
Good. Good.
It has been something that has literally have caused panic attacks for me in the
Mm.
past and like
Mm-hmm.
complete mental shutdown. Like I can't fucking do it.
I've seen it. I've seen
Can't do it. Like damn,
it.
dude, this shit's crazy. Like just fuck.
I've
And
seen it. I've
yeah,
seen it when you do that.
and not actually like 2 or 3 days ago. I actually felt a panic attack coming on, and I brought myself out of it. So I was
Nice.
pretty
That's
proud
so.
of that. And
Hell yeah, man.
there's this new person I kind of became friends with. She was in a Discord group that I'm in with like a lot of my friends and stuff. We kind of had a rough
Mm-hmm.
start and stuff. That's because when I was streaming, that group of people just didn't really like care for people that were streaming at the time. They just said
Yeah.
whatever they
Yeah.
wanted to say, blah blah blah. So like,
Yeah.
kind of just had to like cut her out and whatever. It's like whatever.
Yeah.
And then not so long ago, she like reached out to me. She's like, "Yeah, you haven't been like in a Discord group in a really long time. Like, is everything cool?" I'm like, life. Go figure. Life. Life is
Right?
just just tackling me right now. So like, I kind of just cut
Yeah.
myself away from everybody that's not really like too important to me. Like, I kept the important people in my life.
Yeah.
But she's
Yeah.
like been really cool with me, and she's like been helping me out and stuff. And I told her like that,
That's
yeah, I was
cool.
like like I was about to have a panic attack, and I brought myself out. And she was like, "Good for you." Like that is probably the best thing you could ever do. She's like, "I'm proud of you." I'm like, "Holy shit!" This person that literally has been talking to me for probably 3 or 4 days said, "I'm proud of you,"
Yeah.
and not a lot of people like even close to me have ever really said that. Like you, of course,
Yeah.
and like my other close, like real
Yeah.
close
Yeah.
friends, but
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it's like damn,
Like
even
random people.
yeah, or, like someone that's just those little words like actually just like
Yeah.
completely fucking helped, and it's just
Yeah.
mind blowing stuff. But
Yeah.
that's for other than that, dude. Like I really don't have much other fears, like insecurities. You got your stereotypical like daily stress.
Yeah.
Finances.
Am I pretty?
Yeah, do I
Am
look
I
good today?
pretty?
I look like barf today. Like god damn,
Oh,
I
yo,
just
yo, yo. So, I remember, did I tell you that fucking saying though? You look in the mirror and, you're not your own type.
Yep,
Like,
dude. I
yeah,
have ever since you said that. Like that was a few episodes back. You said that, and
Yeah, yeah,
ever
yeah,
since
yeah.
that, dude, I've used it. I've looked at
Yeah,
myself like,
yeah,
damn, I
it's
look like
good.
I just got thrown through a blender, and like everything. I'm like, you know what? I'm not my type though.
I'm not my type,
Someone else
fuck
is
it.
gonna look at me and go, damn, this dude is sexy.
Yeah,
And when it
exactly.
happens, I'm okay with this. I'm okay with it.
Exactly.
But yeah, but other than that, like, it's been diagnosed for me. It's literally called death anxiety. I live with it every day. I'm working with it. I'm not gonna let it beat me. When it happens, it happens. It's gonna happen probably in a long time, but
Yeah.
you just gotta live
I
your
think,
life, man. You just gotta live your life.
hell yeah. I think, God, this is hard. I think my biggest fear is never being good enough. And I know that's like such a broad statement, because even for me it's a broad statement. So like, I'll never be a good enough father. I'll never amount to anything in my job. I'll never find a job that I actually want to stick with. I'll never, there's never be good enough, point blank, in anything I do. And it's weird, because like, I still do it to this day, and I've been trying to work past this. Like, I don't want to try in school because I'm not going to be good enough anyway. So if I don't try, I don't have the, the fear of failing because I just didn't try anyway. So it's like, whatever, fuck it. Um, and I do that all the time. I still do it, and I mean, like, I've been getting better. Like, I'm manager at Domino's. I didn't think I'd be a manager before. I work directly with my GM, and I help out a lot. She asks me a lot for help because I have a very good know-how um, of people. But it's just it's always been a thing. It's like I never want to truly try something because if I don't put all my effort into it, then if I fail, it's like whatever. I didn't try that hard. Fuck it. It's cool. It's always been a mentality that I know. So I'm pretty sure my mom can say it all the time because I've gone to school 2 or 3 times, and like I passed classes and I was fine, but if I failed, I was like, meh, whatever. I didn't try it. I didn't put all my effort into it.
Hmm.
Um, it happens with me being a partner. I always ask, am I good enough?
No, no,
Am I a good
I feel that.
partner? Am I? Yeah, it's always been a thing, and it's like I know I've not never. I don't think I've ever put my heart and soul into anything I've ever done, and it's because if I did and I failed, it would crush me more. You know?
Yeah, because that fear of just not being good enough. Yeah,
Yeah,
get that. Totally get that
yeah.
shit.
I think that's my biggest one. Like, there's other ones, out there. I mean, I've got all kinds of freaking issues. I'm crazy or a bed bug, and I
We're
was on
humans though.
medication for half my I was medications for half my life, and I stopped taking them. It's fine. But
I mean, there's
yeah,
nothing wrong with, you know, not having that fear. Honestly, like, because I know
yeah,
the negative outweighs the positive in any
mm,
sense. I
yeah,
swear on it. Like, I
yeah.
swear on it. Because not to throw too much personal information out there, but
No, you're good.
my last relationship, I felt that strongly. Everything that was
Oh,
negative was pointed out, and the one time I did
yeah,
something good or something like positive, it was never
mm,
acknowledged. And I brought that up
yeah,
multiple times. And they're like, well,
yep,
no, you are like doing good, Bob. Like, but don't feel like it. Like, you know,
yeah, yeah,
sometimes it's nice to hear the positivity instead of hearing the negativity all
mm,
the time,
mm,
because I'm pretty sure a lot of people have that fear of not being good enough.
yeah.
Everyone wants to be the best
Oh
person
yeah.
they could possibly be. So
Mm. Talking about relation, it's funny though. It's like I've also grown into this. I'm decent with relationships because I've come to understand that people's communications are different. The way they love are different. So like my love language is, we'll say, I don't even know what it is off the top of my head. My brain's not here for that. But we'll say it's like words of appraisal, right? But my partner's is like small acts of kindness, right?
yeah,
We'll just say there's a huge difference. Like those are
yeah,
absolutely different. And when you're communicating, so say you do all these really nice things, but it doesn't seem like, so if you perceive things like someone has to say a word to you, you did well, that necessarily isn't the way my partner would communicate. It would be something like she asks me to do something for them, or she asks for me to do something else. That's her way of acknowledging that, hey, you did well once, so I want you to keep helping me.
yeah,
That makes sense.
yeah,
So it's like sometimes that's hard to, like, yes, you want to hear it. You want that direct being told of something good, but sometimes that's not how people communicate. So like the way of they're telling you that you did well or you did something good is they'll ask you to do something else. And so like as I've gotten a little older, I've come to see that a little bit. And so like every Great Blue Moon, I'm like, hey, can you just like tell me a couple things that I've done right? And if you have good communication skills, then they will tell you in that spot.
yeah.
And yeah,
They'll
that kind of
understand.
sucks, but like you have to learn that it's like, okay, they're actually telling me I'm doing well without telling me I'm doing well.
Yeah,
You know what I
exactly.
mean? Yeah. And as I've gotten older, I've noticed that because everyone's love language is different. Everyone's way of communicating is different. And sometimes what sucks is sometimes you have to be the person that has to adapt but sometimes you have to be the person that adapts.
Yeah, exactly. So like
Yeah.
my way of showing love is through
Mhm.
gifts, I guess you can say.
Mhm.
Um, I love buying shit for people. You do
Mm.
something nice for me, I'm gonna buy you something. That's just my way
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
saying thank you. Like that's my way of
Yep.
not acknowledging. But
Mhm.
then my
Mhm.
way of receiving love is through
Mhm.
words. And
Words of affirmation. Yeah.
yes, so
Yep.
like did something. Hey, thank you for doing this. Like that
Mm.
really means a lot. If I don't hear that per se, like sometimes I just don't feel it, like you said,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
being with another person and they have a different type of love language that could be hard sometimes because
It can be. Yep.
it's like okay, like to me, you did all this stuff. All right, I'm buying you all these gifts. This is my way of saying thank you, and you're not like saying thank you
Yeah.
back. It's like okay, fuck, like,
Yeah.
damn, like all right, now I don't feel love
Yeah.
now. And then at the same
Yeah.
time, you're just not saying thank you back. I'm like, all right, now everything's just everywhere. Like,
Mhm.
damn it. um,
Yeah.
but that's a whole different topic. You know,
Yeah.
relationships and
Yeah.
everything, a
Yeah.
whole different
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
everybody got problems, dude. Everybody's got problems,
Yeah.
and everyone's
I
got
mean,
to
like,
learn to live with them.
you know most of my story.
Yeah, you know most of mine too.
Uh, eight attempts. Well, I'm not gonna say any words. We're not gonna put those words out there. I'm just gonna say 8 attempts with a possible 9. But I decided to check myself into a psych ward personally because I gave myself. I was like, oh hell no, I've got a kid. I have
Yeah,
a reason to live. I'm not doing this. So there's other fears out there. You know, there's things that like I've I've been brought down to my knees for stupid reasons, and I don't even know what they are anymore, to be quite honest. But I was brought to my knees. I was done. Life was not worth anything, and I think the biggest kicker is to find a reason to live. It can be something stupid. I've got a dog at home. My dog would die if I wasn't there. You know.
yeah.
Um,
It's little things, man.
Yeah, like it doesn't matter how small it is. You just need to find a reason to keep going, and even if it's an anxiety attack, or it's I don't want to be here anymore, or it's a mental breakdown. There you have to look on to a reason, no matter what the reason is, to go back and keep going. Like I mean, a friend of mine uses their plants. They have like 30 plants at their house. They live alone. They don't have an animal, but they got plants. That's what they use.
Yeah,
I got
man.
water and make sure my plants keep, get the amount of sunlight they need. It's a reason. It doesn't matter how small it is, but it's a fucking reason.
Yeah, and like you said, that small reason, man, gives them the power to live. Like
Yeah,
that's
it
all
gives
for
gives
them.
you the hope. Hope is the strongest freaking emotion there is.
Life is very scarce, and
Mm.
for all we know right now, we are the only ones in
Yep.
this massive universe. So we have
Yep.
to be grateful for that. You know, you gotta be lucky. The fact
Yeah.
that we're even
I
here
get to
is
be here.
crazy.
I get to be here. Yeah.
Yeah, it's even crazy. So like, uh, things get tough. We know that everything gets tough.
Yeah.
Life is literally the most complicated thing, and
Mm.
just know that you guys are not alone out there. We have problems
Yep.
too, like we said, and this is why we wanted to talk about some of this deeper stuff to let you
Yep.
guys know that like everything's gonna be fine. It might not seem fine now.
Yep.
If we'll be fine
There's
later.
days I still think things suck, but I'm still going.
It takes longer for some people than others. You know, there are some grateful, like, well, not grateful, but there's some blessed people out there, and
Mm.
those are the ones that a lot of people are just envious of. But then again,
I promise you, though, they've got issues.
yes,
They won't show it. It's a
yes,
public face.
yep,
I promise you, everybody has some sort of kind of issue. And the people that you're like, oh my God, your life is so perfect. I bet you at home they cry themselves to sleep like once a week.
yep,
Like don't let this facade that someone's perfect. There's no such thing. There's no such thing.
not at all.
And everyone's issues are different. It may be something stupid that you don't understand, but everyone's got issues, and it's gonna be okay.
Yep, yep. So it's pretty much gonna be it for this week. Um,
Something.
we'll probably do one again next week, and then start bi-weekly after that. because I do have something that I need to bring to Mayhem's attention that I'd like to bring up.
Ooh.
I'm gonna talk about this a little bit off this episode. Little
Oh.
keep it a little secret, you know.
Oh. I'm excited.
It's probably gonna be our first guests on the show.
Ooh.
Yep.
I'm down.
Yeah. So
Okay.
we gotta see where the gray line is on this next topic. So.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
But yeah, you know, reach out to us if you guys need to. Like we said, life is hard, but it gets better. Promise.
Yeah.
We're willing to
Never
talk.
alone.
We're willing to talk to anybody and everybody. So
Mhm.
that is going to be it for this week. And if you don't have anything else, we're going to go lights out, man.
Lights out.
All
Hit the
right.
Switch.
Deuces.